Hi, it's Jason here from Wildlife Gadget Man, and in this video I'm going to show you how to make a really simple nesting material dispenser for garden birds, just like this one here. All you need is a plastic bottle, a pen and a 2p piece, a sharp knife, a pair of scissors, a screw or a bit of string, some moss and a drill. So the first thing you need to do is to use the 2p piece and mark a load of circles around the top half of the bottle. I've already done it here, and I use the marker pen to do that. I then use the sharp knife to start the hole very carefully, and then use the scissors to then cut out all of the holes there, so we end up with it looking like that. The next step is to cut the bottom off. Now this has got a line running around the bottom there, so I'm going to use that as a guide. So we'll just cut round the bottom here like this. And then the next step is to think about the diameter and work out the radius. So on this is about 40 millimeters or so. So what we want to do is to cut roughly 40 mil strips up from the bottom every 10 millimeters or so, all the way around the bottom. You don't have to be that precise with it, but this way, in the next step, it just makes things a little bit easier. So we'll go round the bottom like that. And once we get round to the end, one of the things that I've found that works well, with a little bit of trial and error, is if you cut off every other tab hanging down, and it will just make it easier at the final stage. So we just cut those bits off there, and then at the end of it you should end up with something that looks like that. And the next thing we need to do is just to fold each of those tabs over into the middle of the bottle, just like that. Can you see what I'm doing there? Nice and easy. Right, almost there. The last step is to drill a hole in the lid. We need to be very careful when we do this. There we go, nice and easy. So that's done. So now we've got two options. We can either use a piece of string that we can fold in half, thread through the hole, tie a knot, and then we can put that on the top of the bottle and use that to hang up. But I'm going to do something a little bit different for my one on my new bird table. So the first thing we need to do is to fill it with some moss. So I've got some nice dry moss I collected a while ago here. Just stuff that all in there like that, nice and easy, as you see. Lovely. Could probably do a little bit more in there actually. Great stuff. And the little tabs on the bottom make it easier to push it in, but it stops it from coming out, as you can see there. Right, so the next step is now to mount this under my bird table. So all you've got to do is grab your bottle top, grab a screw, pop it through the lid there, screw it into the base of the bird table, and then you just grab the bottle, screw it on. Job done.